Before Rome arrived, Britain was a real mystery, and its guardians, the Druids. But history, written by their enemies, painted a pretty dark picture. So what's the real story? For them, gods weren't in temples. They were in nature, in whispering oaks and rushing rivers. So the Druid was way more than a priest. They were the very soul of Celtic society. See, the chieftain had the sword, sure, but it was the Druid who held the real power. In fact, even a king couldn't speak until the Druid did. Their word was absolute law. Think about it. They could walk onto a battlefield and just stop the fighting. Instantly. But here's the crazy part. How did they do all this with 0 books? Not a single one. Well, they believed writing actually made you forget things. Knowledge had to be alive, spoken. To become a druid, you'd have to train for, get this, up to 20 years. These initiates basically became living libraries, memorizing thousands of verses on, well, everything. And at the heart of all this learning was one belief that made the Celts totally fearless. They asked, what if death isn't the end? What if it's just a little pause? The Druids taught that your soul is eternal. It just moves from one body to another. And this wasn't just some vague idea. They'd literally lend money, expecting to be repaid in the next life. Their most sacred space, their cathedral, was the oak forest. Druid even means oak knower. This ritual with the mistletoe, that little plant was believed to be a cure for, well, everything. So for centuries, the Druids kept this cosmic balance. But wisdom can't really stop an army, because a different power was rising, one that saw forests and just thought, timber. Yeah, where the Druids saw their ancestors and their gods, Rome just saw resources, timber to build their empire. So you had this massive clash of worlds, the oak and sickle versus the eagle and sword. A storm was definitely gathering, the forest guardians against the butchers of the world. It makes you wonder, right? Can ancient wisdom ever truly defeat an iron blade? Like, comment, subscribe, and follow us.